Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
So this is the Matrix Awakens. It's basically a tech demo to show off the Unreal 5 engine. Obviously this is the Xbox Series S, it's on the Series X, and it's on the PlayStation 5. But I don't think it's on anything else, and I don't think it's on the PC. Now, it's a 20-something gig download, and it is not a game. Absolutely not a game. It's basically just to show you off what they can do in this game engine. I am controlling or selecting where I shoot with the left stick, and the right trigger is fire, but basically it was revealed, wasn't it? I forget what show it was, but you know, have a look at this. This is our brand new game engine, and it's an absolute bloody game changer. The way I'm showing it off, obviously, with my cheapest chips approach to videos, is not doing it any favours, but I just had to show it to you because of all the experiences I've had on my Series S. I've had it since May, and obviously it's been out since November last year, right? Obviously I've only seen videos of games and that since then. I have not been blown away by anything visually at all. Certainly not as much as this. This is phenomenally good looking. This is the game engine. Their faces look absolutely fantastic. Normally that's something they screw up. There's a little bit right at the start of this experience where it kind of trolls you to work out what's actually an actor and what's actually the game engine, and it's amazing. I think Keanu, before he's in the mirror, is the game engine, and when he's in the mirror, it'll make sense, he's the actor. But I had to show you this. Again, this is not a game, but it looks absolutely fantastic. But it's when you get into the city that it becomes phenomenal. I'll talk more about that and a couple of comparisons to Cyberpunk, but obviously I want to show you this bit as well because it's all part and parcel of setting up. It's a free roaming city. It's not Grand Theft Auto, which would look absolutely phenomenal on this. But it's a free roaming city, and I don't know, there were, you know, there were specs about it online about just how much is going on, and there's just, it's huge, and there's so many certain number of cars that you can drive, and obviously, oh look at this, why was I hammering? I've got infinite bullets, and obviously, like number of pedestrians, things like that. You wait and see. It's honestly, I had to share a video on it, whether I, you know, like do it like this, like I do all my videos, or not, because this very realistically could be a game changer. We've seen stuff about Unreal 5 before, but I forget what it was and whether it was on PC or not. They've never let you experience it yourself on your own hardware, is what I can tell, or the people at home, I should say. But it was, what was it? It was basically like sand, caves, stuff like that, and people were like, well, what does that really show you about how good the game engine is? And so this, they were like, I guess they went, well, here you go, have a look at this. We're in a city now, so I really hope, I just realised you move it, you can actually move the crosshair over the target quicker. I really hope they do a Matrix game. I mean, come on, unless, I mean, maybe this is alluding to it, because when you see the city and what's available and what they've done, again, it certainly isn't a game. It's incredibly impressive, like absolutely mind-blowing. I'm jabbering like an absolute cretin, I am aware of that. Anyway, skip to the, it won't let you skip anything. If you reset to the back to the start of this, it won't let you skip anything. Anyway, so I'm assuming we're a character from the new movie. I've only seen 2 trailers. I hope it's not infected with wokeness and shit like that, because I love the original Matrix. I kind of think of the original Matrix as a standalone movie, and when you never see Zion, to me, that's kind of cool. And then I enjoyed the second and the third. Took me ages to get my head around the ending of the third. I did eventually, but yeah, maybe it made a direct sequel to the original, but then obviously I guess he died and shit like that. I'll shut up now, this isn't about that. You press A, there you go, you can change day and night cycle. There's a load of options, but they're a little bit confusing, and I can't be bothered. I'm just going to walk around and you can. Well, I wouldn't say boost, but you can take cars. Like I said though, I just wish you could skip. Anyway, so can you imagine a Spider-Man game in this world? Seriously, I don't know if this is supposed to be New York or it's basically because all the Matrix movies were shot in. Were they shot in Sydney? I don't know. Right. Temporal super resolution toggle displayed rendered pixels. There you go. Can you see it going squiffy? But it's stuff like I'm making all these changes happen. It's stuff like the reflections and shit like that. Again, I'm jabbering like an absolute cockwomble, but this is absolutely beyond impressive, right? Okay, we're flying in. So, like I said, I hope this alludes to a Matrix game that will really, really, really make my day. So, are we in? We're in, right? So we press that, and we got stuff. That's your map. There are Easter eggs like llamas and things that you can find that I think they basically just show off what the game engine can do. Right. I think did I invert it? Hang on. Yes, I inverted it. Right, so just soak it in. There is so much going on between the cars and the pedestrians. Let's have a look. I mean, I like Grand Theft Auto 5 and stuff like that. But this, and again, it's not a game, so how taxing it happens to be on the engine when you start introducing all these random elements and things like that in gameplay, structure and mechanics, I honestly don't know. But I'm assuming they thought of that because, you know, it's the peeps at Unreal. I think it's like 50 or 70 people worked on this. Press Y to fly drone. Not yet. You can't boost cars, but you can, look at the reflections, you can take cars from the side of the road. Hello? It's just stuff like this, it's so epic. Turn to the camera. I could just fuck around with a camera all day long. You can take pictures, because of course you can. Look at that! Come on. Shite capture or not. Do you not think that looks a little bit impressive? And to me, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Xbox Series S, especially for 250 quid, is, I don't care what anyone says. I think people have a stigma, which is it's the budget console. It's one hell of a console. But obviously, the X is above it. But this, on the Series S, to me, just looks like, wow. It's the first time, right, that I'm essentially on these new systems, like, okay, now I'm impressed. Nothing's really impressed me. Right, because let's get our drone on the go. Cyberpunk 2077. I was really, speed up, really impressed with that. But it's essentially the previous gen version with a machine that's got enough grunt to run it. Hang on, where's the menu stuff? Oh shit, that's back to the... because I want to get the shadows on, or the clouds on the go, and then you can... yeah. But yeah, it's got enough grunt to run it, and the bug fixes and that, and it plays superb. That city doesn't hold a fart to this. It's certainly a more interesting city to look at, because it's, you know, yay, future time, but look at this. I mean, if you look really hard, you can see pop. Maybe I'm the only person who's this incredibly impressed, you know? But, like I said, Cyberpunk impressed me, but this absolutely wipes the floor with it. Although, I know it's not about Cyberpunk, but I would like to say quickly, where's my next bloody gen version of Cyberpunk that you promised me we would have around about October, the end of the year? That's why I bought a Series S. I mean, it's nice to play, and I love that game. It's nice to play a version of the previous gen that works. You know, that's always a bonus when you buy a game that actually works. But I wanna see the Super Whammy one, and I don't know what game engine they're using, but can they match this? Okay, that's cool. Look at that. So I'm still a drone. If I press Y, I'll go into people mode. Oh! So we should probably drive a car and stuff so you can get more of an impression. But the city is huge. It's the yellow stuff you want to aim for. And then you'll see like, there we go. You'll see like kind of Matrix code going above terminals and stuff like that. Have I got to run? No. Why would I? Yes, I have. hello, this changes everything. Yeah, you'll see terminals and shit, like with Matrix stuff going on, and then like, you go up to it and you click it and you view it, and it gives you some sort of, yeah, there is clipping, jumping, I can see it now and then. Gives you some sort of, you know, insight into just what it's doing and stuff like that. But we jump into a car. The cars are a bit boaty, but this is a tech demo. That's all this is, you know, nothing more, nothing less. And I am incredibly impressed with it. I remember it popping up before I knew what it was and seeing the videos on it and stuff, and just thinking, because the trailer that they use for it is absolutely, well, shit. And I'm like, you know, what is this? They didn't help themselves there. Look at the overpass. And so when I actually, you know, downloaded it yesterday, I was blown away. Right, have I got handbrake? Yeah. So, you know, treat it for what it is. Techalicious. Wow, yeah, boaty is not strong enough a descriptive term. Oh! See, like I said, this to me, again, you know what I said, that's the previous generation's version of Cyberpunk, but this wipes the floor with that. Got regular brake. Why wouldn't you have regular brake, Dave? Oh. I'm stuck. I am stuck. I cannot back up. What did I do to my motor that got me stuck? So what year is this? That's an old school parking meter. Can I? Oh, I thought that was, it's the sun on it. I thought it was the old Bill's car. They don't chase you or anything. Nothing really happens. If you run through people, they just like Matrix out. Let's nick another car. I don't want this video to go on too long because it's not that sort of video. I just thought I'd share a little bit of a waffle of me. You know, let's see what these shadows look like. About how utterly impressed I am with this. And as I said, Grand Theft Auto, yeah, that would be absolutely fantastic, but primarily, give me a Matrix game. We never really got a decent, we got a tolerable one with the Atari one, but we never got a shit hot Matrix game. Oh, also something I noticed, I mean, we should be on the left, well, if it was shot in Australia, the original Matrix is set in that world, we should be on the right hand side. But it doesn't matter what side you get in. Apparently, in the Matrix, cars have steering wheels on both sides. What a world we live in. There's no... Yeah, there's no view. I can... Oh, hang on. I can do that with the right joystick. Oh, see what I mean? There's some sort of term they use. I forget what it is. You know me, I don't do my homework. For, what this game engine does or do stuff to generate. There we go. Is it nanites? I don't know. Drive around a little bit more than I... Oh, easy there. I've got a horn. This... Right. I've got a horn. This changes everything. Again, like the driving in it is pants. It's nice to be able to drive around because, honestly, you can get lost in this city with how good it looks. But again, it's not, you know, a driving simulator or anything on Grand Theft Auto. It's just... I mean, look at it, Marge! Look at it! Oh... And yes, I am aware I drive like shite. Trust me, the boats are a bit car-y, the cars are a bit boaty. We'll get the drone out in a minute. That sounds awkward when I say it like that. I'll get the drone out in a minute, but we'll make sure there's no old Bill around because I don't want to get, you know, nicked for being inappropriate. Hang on! Can I get up there? There are ramps in this, I do know that. How do I get up the overpass? I want to get up the overpass. Oh, everything appears to be in order. Points for the quote. Shit! I think there are Porsches in this. Fuck it. Right, let's get... Brake! Get out. And then, look at that! And then we'll get our dronage on the go. Do I can just launch it. Here we go. I wonder how high up I can... Look at this! Wow. mean, like, utterly wow. I'm assuming it literally is within the confines of the map. See it, point yourself at it, you can drive to it. Flying up, flying up. You'll believe a man can fly! Point to the quote. Come on. You know you're impressed. Don't act like you're not. Point to that quote. It's a movie game. Well, it's a movie experience. I'm banging in the quotes. So yeah, there are like some pops here and there. Maybe that's a Series S thing. But it wipes the floor with anything else I've seen. Honestly does. Oh look, the drink. There we go. Like, I wish you could like pop yourself in onto the building. Oh yeah, look at the textures. So there you go. Oh, hello. Oh, it's because I'm on a surface. I forget about that. Go straight down one more time. So yeah, just have to show you a little bit of this. It is not a game, it's a demonstration of the new Unreal 5 engine. And it is cool that, you know, for once, it was like, here you go, you never normally get to experience this, have a pop, you might like it. Whoa. So anyways, always I'd love to know what you think, especially if you've downloaded this and what version or console you downloaded it on as well. I'd be very much interested to see how it runs compared to this, because obviously I'm well impressed with this. It didn't get released on the Xbox One X. Does that mean it couldn't do it? Well, I don't know. Again, I'm sure people can enlighten me on that, but as always I'd love to know, hey, what you think. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.